Sorry. Yeah, it's true. Test radio, test radio. Can you hear now? Now you guys could see the screen one. All right, sorry for making you guys wait. All right, guys, it is 4:48, a little late recap. I'm sorry, it's April 29th. It's Tuesday. Hope everyone's feeling well. Some earnings came out after hours. Looks like Snap is lower again as usual, and I think SMCI is the one that's really bringing down some of the semis and bringing down a little bit of things. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. All in all, you look here at the spiders, everything closed pretty well. Um, Still a lot of optimism about some kind of trade deal that just hasn't happened yet. So if shorts don't want to get squeezed if that happens, and I guess some things are hanging around that look decent enough to continue to try and stay with them, but we'll see how it goes. This is where we closed. We closed at what, 554.32. Um, Unless someone thinks it's a trade deal, like these spies are only down literally 50 cents from the close. So I had to short a little bit. Maybe everyone's out of the office. I don't know. But all I know is like, you have SMCI right now is down 20%, which is a lot. And then NVIDIA, I just actually kind of hit it out at 107. It's down a bunch. So it's down 2% off the highs. Um, Not saying that, the semi's going to drag down everything, but you have that. And then you have Snap. It's down $1. So that's advertising. So you have a little bit of everything right here. So I would think the SPYs would be lower tomorrow. Plus, I needed it as a hedge. I did short some SPY premium, and I also have a few SPY puts, but still that's not enough for what I have on. So we'll see. We shall see. But all in all, market's been, acting very well. Had a lot of reasons to go down. It didn't, as I said before. It just seems like people don't want to get caught if there's some big trade deal. And you had Mr. Wonderful saying that if India comes out with a trade deal, we're going to be up 1,000 points. I don't see 1,000 points, but we'll see. And here's the Qs. Qs closed pretty well too. Excuse me, got to sneeze. 470. Just held above 465, trending. I don't know if that means there's a full sense of security and at some point we can get a leg sweep. It hasn't happened yet, so if you're a good short and you guys are sitting in there and some guys started cost averaging in shorts today, but still it didn't really. I doubt it, Steve. I don't think it'll be. I think you could be up 40, 50 handles if a deal with India happens, but whatever. So, anyways, this is what that looks like. What did the small caps do today? Hanging around, look pretty decent. Maybe that'll be a focus tomorrow if tech is down. We'll see. Crawling higher. Tight. We'll see what happens tomorrow. What's the XBI doing? Similar. Kind of trending higher. As long as it continues to trend, I guess, okay. People will stay with it. Just don't get caught if all of a sudden that happens to change. I don't know. We'll see. Again, now you go through the names. Meta has numbers tomorrow. Looked like it was hanging around. It's down after hours because of Snap. We'll see. Have a call spread on. Not much to think about here. Tesla's interesting. Tesla went out really strong. Looks pretty good here. Like building a nice. This could be like a cup and handle and go sideways, and at some point it takes out 294.86. It closed at what? 292. It's down $3 with everything else after hours. So I bought a little bit more. We'll see. But overall, hanging in here. If it can get above that, I would think, maybe there's another move. If the market's going to hang around, if the market's not going to hang around, it's going to be hard for anything to really do much. I guess robotics and robo taxi and humanoids are what's being sent around. Maybe. That's why I feel like the spies aren't down a lot. We'll see. I think a trade deal might be more important than SMCI, I guess, but we'll. Netflix, what'd you do today? Ha! Look at that trend. Jeez, strong name. Amazon. Yeah, Kind of held where it had to, hanging in there. And they had that whole thing where they were going to list the tariffs and this and that. But still hanging around. TTD, doing a whole lot of nothing. I have options for next week. Reddit looked pretty good, and now it's down a little bit after hours because of Snap. We'll see what happens. I'm in some of that. I'm in a call spread for next week. Be nice if it doesn't fall apart. That would be annoying. It's already come in a lot, so I think people know that advertising, internet advertising is not so great, but we'll see. Dash looks pretty good right here. Looks like it's ready to go. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. What Palantir do? Trending higher. I didn't get back in Palantir, but it looks like it's on its way to 118 or so. Kudlow says we could see a deal. Okay. We'll see. IBIT hanging in here. Looking like if we can get above 54, 54, 56.20s next. Looks pretty good. Just added a little bit after hours. Where did it close? 54.22. It's down a little bit with risk. Mr. was a monster. Poking its head up, looking like it's on its way to 398. Fortunately, GME's not. Still has to come out with some kind of news to get relevant that it's been buying Bitcoin from a lot lower, but we'll see. I haven't looked at like a Riot or a Mara. What are they doing? Nothing. Broken as hell. Mara. Yeah, Mara looks a little bit better than Riot at least. It usually does. Tight. Yeah, I'm not going full, I'm much longer than than short. They could isolate it just to the semis and to some internet advertising. I'm not like so short. I know. I hear you, Jason. It's hanging here though. Still looks fine. It's got to come out with some kind of good news about their satellites and whatnot. Dash. It's hanging around. We'll see. We'll see if there's a trade deal tonight. We'll see what Trump has to say. We'll see how things react, and we'll act accordingly. The only thing I did after hours is I bought a little bit more Tesla, and I shorted a little SPYs just in case. And we'll see how things go tomorrow. It's 4:56. Get some rest, and we'll revisit.